beside / behind me is my newly acquired 1999 Toyota MR2. Now, it being 99 already makes it kind of rare from the research I've done. You get all the kooky stuff. You get the kooky front end, the lights, the lip, the rear spoiler, and just an overall more updated, more modern car opposed to the 91 MR2. This car has the revised suspension and revised anti-roll bars to prevent the treacherous snap oversteer that these cars get. So that's a bonus. The main thing that makes this car a rarity, I'm going to show you right now. Alright, so here I am at the back of the car. Many of you from the previous clip may have seen that the turbo lid doesn't have the raised fins, which automatically makes it an AA, not a turbo model. That being said, have a look. That, my friends, is a Beams REDTOP engine that produces 200 horse and I think 165 foot-pounds of torque. Also has a LSD transmission. So Toyota came out with this car in 1999. From what I can find on the internet and other sources of friends having MR2s and such, they only made 1,000 of these cars. None of them made it to North America. Again, if anyone knows anything more, correct me if I'm wrong, because all I want to do is learn more about this car. I love the fact that this car is potentially one of 1,000. So let's just take a closer look at the engine. I think it's a beautiful engine. Very peppy little car for sure. It's in comparison to the Type R, this car definitely has more low end and definitely has more mid-range. The top end, on the other hand, in comparison to the Type R, this falls on its face in comparison. I think they would run very similar in the quarter mile because of the torque and the mid-range this car has compared to the Type R. Now, some of you, I'm sure, are like, why would you trade a 96 Integra Type R for an MR2? And I have the total opposite reaction. I love these cars. I have, as you know, the Supra. I always thought an MR2 would complement the Supra. A lot of my friends have, not a lot, but a couple of them have the Supra and the MR2 and absolutely love the MR2. So I always thought it would be great to have both, the Supra and the MR2. I always found these cars to be the poor man's Ferrari, if you will. And that's what they are. They look like a little mini F355 Ferrari, except they're reliable. They're obviously way underpowered in comparison, but you can get a lot of power out of these things. Again, just from the little research I've done, you can supercharge these and turbocharge these and make good power with them. 270 to 300 wheel horsepower in this car will do damage. It already does damage. At 200 horse and 160 foot-pounds of torque, even with two people in the car, it rips pretty good. The car, from what I, again, can get on the internet, only weighs 2,700 pounds. That being said, it's because of the hard top. It's not a T-top, it's a hard top. So the body is very rigid. The car is very agile and so fun to drive. In my opinion, as the first day I got this car, I took it for a long drive with my cousin. We took it to the car meet. And the drive to my cousin's house, which is on the other side of the city, takes 45 minutes to get there. I was in love. Like, I never felt that way about the Type R. Even though it was a great car, don't get me wrong. I never felt that way about it. So I knew I made the right choice. So let's go into detail on what this car has currently. I'll show you the interior. The interior is absolutely mint. It has 144,000 kilometers on it. It's a 99, so low K. And we'll go from there. So stay tuned. All right, so first off, the car has a Fujitsu exhaust system, and it's only a catback. As you can see, there is factory cat, and it's welded into the Fujitsu right there. So has a catback, has the kooky style tail lights. It has these CSA JDM style wheels. It also has something pretty cool that's rare in the Toyota world. It has keyless entry from factory. So she's pretty mint, guys. Like I think I scored majorly, just because I like it so much, and because they only made 1,000 of these. Like, how could you even put a value on this car? I added the cup holders. We bought that for the Supra while we were on the rally, and it works great. So I put my nerdy wheel from the Type R on here. And there's some factory USBM MR2 leather seats, which complement the car very nicely. Sounds like a brand new car. So, the car has been repainted pearl white. The original color was red. The paint job is okay. I'd give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. It came over from Japan, white. I purchased the original auction documents online. Cost 15 bucks Canadian. And you can do that for all your right-hand drives. It's called True Report. Just Google it, you'll find it. So there it is. She's in absolute gorgeous shape. I love driving this car. There's only really one rust spot, and it's down here, right there. It's not that bad yet. I'll pop the hood for you guys. I want to show you some stuff under there. It has a TN dampener controller, which is awesome. First time I've ever had it. Here's the engine again for a close-up. So it's a beautiful looking engine. I took the air filter off, or the air box off yesterday. It has a SUS Blitz air filter in there. There's not a lot of information on this car with the factory Beams MR2s, and there's not a lot of aftermarket parts. I can't even find it on any of the right-hand drive sites. That's a lie, actually. I did on one, but it wasn't what I was after. So I'm looking for an intake for this car. Timing belt was done at 108,000. It has a 144. And it has the TN controller there. All right. So it has a Cusco front strut bar. It has a brand new master cylinder for the clutch and the brakes, as you can see. Big spot for the tire. You can see the factory red color in both the engine bay and the front trunk. There's the brand new coilovers. And that's basically it for now. I have a Cusco strut bar on the way for the back. That's a big X. The car came over with a big bride seat in the driver's side. And that's pretty much this Beams MR2 that I got, and I had no idea what it was, and here I ended up with a unicorn. So I may have the rarest MR2 in existence, or series, or submodels of MR2s. Not the rarest, but model-wise, when it comes to the different models of MR2s, it just may be the rarest. From what I know, it's the rarest. So I'm pretty stoked to own it. I will be owning this car for a long time. Like I said, so far it's absolutely a joy to drive. And stay tuned on the channel for any future mods. Like I said, I want to get that intake sorted out. I'd love to get a different exhaust at some point. And just keep the car clean. Different wheels obviously are a must. It's going in for an alignment with brand new tires on all 4 in 2 days, because I am taking it on a long road trip to BC. So that is my MR2. The actual name for it is a 1999 MR2 G Limited, and it's a pretty quick car around the Tsukuba circuit. I watched it race an Integra Type R and a couple of other cars, and believe it or not, the Type R and this car were head-to-head. They were the two that finished the fastest. They were the two that finished the fastest, and there was an R32 GTR in there, RX-7, you name it. So these cars are little track beasts, just like the Integra Type R. So anyway, I am super excited I have it. This one, expect to see in my channel for quite some time and not go anywhere. It does have its quirks. I will go over those in another video. And as always, please like and subscribe. Right?